Hi, attorneys and lawyers. How to grow your legal practice. Why LinkedIn is so crucial for you. This isn't a session on how to do LinkedIn and all of the ways that you can improve your profile, improve your reach, thought leadership, all that good stuff that LinkedIn has to offer. More, this is why LinkedIn matters to your clients. So just jumping right in, here's a graphic from Credible. They came out just a little while ago. 61% of in-house counsel use LinkedIn to vet a potential lawyer or a law firm. That's super powerful to know, right? 6 out of 10 are looking at you on LinkedIn. Now, granted, this is corporate counsel, in-house counsel. It's probably a more sophisticated buyer or in a larger company. And if you say, I'm dealing with smaller companies or I'm dealing with individuals who probably don't look me up on LinkedIn, it actually might be the opposite, right? In-house counsel might say, oh, I don't often use LinkedIn, but I do use it to vet potential lawyers and law firms. Private individuals, smaller businesses probably use social media even more than in-house counsel do. So this number is almost like a baseline for you to understand how important social media is for you, but specifically LinkedIn. So you have a little bit of a problem when I do these coaching sessions and when I do these short videos and I hear from all of you, they never taught me how to do business development in law school. When I work with attorneys, they tell me I want to make more money with less stress and have a life. And I totally get it because I'm you. I practiced for a number of years myself, and now I've spent over 10 years coaching and working with attorneys on business development and with law firms and with practice groups. So hopefully these free little YouTube nuggets are helpful for you in learning how to grow your legal practice. I think it's applicable for you whether you're a solo or a small practice, a medium-sized firm, or you're a member of a larger firm. Maybe you don't get the business development attention that you would like to have. And whether you're an associate, a partner, practice group leader, managing partner, own your own firm, the information specifically in this video I think is going to be useful for you. Also down below in the description or the comments, there's a link to a free ebook, over 25 pages on exactly how to grow your legal practice. It's free, my gift to you. Download that. Hopefully it'll be helpful for you as a resource. So let's get back to LinkedIn. People in businesses, potential clients, look to social media now more than ever for business information. They look to you. I'm looking down at my notes, by the way. They look at you more than you know, and we're going to see that here in just a moment, and make it easier for them to say yes to hiring you. LinkedIn is just one arrow in your quiver or tool in the toolbox that helps you get ahead of your competition, but also helps you be findable and be relatable and likable and hireable by your potential clients. Everyone knows in the business world, LinkedIn is the #1 social media app, right? Close to 1 billion people by now. Here it is, spread out throughout the world. Again, if you say, I'm not a large corporate practice working with an international client, I'm a smaller firm dealing with smaller clients. Frankly, I don't think it really matters whether your client is on LinkedIn or not. They're probably going to Google you. And they're going to, if your results are, one of the results, in that top 10 there is your profile on LinkedIn or, articles that you post, all the good stuff you can do with LinkedIn. They're going to be able to click on that and find out about you. So LinkedIn is definitely the social media app for business. 1 in 3 professionals in the world is on LinkedIn. You probably know all of this. Again, there are so many great resources for how to build out your profile. If you say, I'm not very comfortable with LinkedIn, I have the very basics, or, it's okay, but I'm really not that active with it, I would implore you from some of the stuff that we're seeing here to get more fluent with LinkedIn. It'll definitely help your clients when they're looking at you. So ultimately, it helps you because they're going to be hiring you more often than they do. More, they'll have the ability to hire you more easily, I guess is the way to say that. BTI Consulting. Excellent. If you don't know who they are, you should follow them on LinkedIn. Find their website. They do great publications. They do great surveys. And this was one that they come out with on most recommended law firms. Um, in this, they were talking about client service being the #1 differentiator between firms. When a person or a business was asking their peer for a referral. But there's also a note here on LinkedIn we're going to see in just a moment. There's no better source of inbound leads than the unsolicited recommendation from one top legal decision maker to another. So if you're working with businesses, they have a potential client has a legal problem. What's the first thing that people do, that a business does? They reach out to somebody. If they don't have a lawyer in that area, they reach out to somebody who's had this problem or somebody they trust. Hey, you also had this white collar crime issue or environmental permitting issue or tax issue or employment issue, whatever it was. How was it resolved? Who did you use? Oh, we used, Javier Jones over at Jones and Esperanza. Great. That referral that just happened right there is the most important thing in their decision-making process. More so than your bio, your publications, your blog posts, whatever the other stuff that you do is, that recommendation from a peer to them about you is all happening offline. But it's so important and it's so critical. And as you see down below there, 2/3 of the time, they hire you based on that recommendation. It's kind of like any of us when we're shopping for goods or services. How important is that to hear from a friend or a family member of the dentist they use or the car dealership or whatever? I'm not trying to commoditize or lessen how important the legal industry is, but it happens. It's just a buying behavior. So out of some of the things that these clients are doing or potential clients are doing offline, you can see them listed there. And the one that's highlighted is, and this was mentioned in the BTI materials, 77% of the time they look at your profile on LinkedIn. So this reporting is even higher than the credible one that we saw earlier of 61%. 77% of the time. And you can see this can be a positive or a negative or somewhere in between. If somebody goes onto LinkedIn and looks up Javier and sees that little gray avatar without a picture and just the very bare bones of a LinkedIn profile, they're probably not going to hire him. If they see something that's at least reasonable, copy and paste your bio from your website over to LinkedIn. At least have that. Again, this isn't a whole session on how to use LinkedIn because it really can be robust if you want to kind of get a hold of it and learn how to use it to your advantage. It's not that difficult a thing to do. But I just wanted to point out here from BTI saying 77% of the time they check your profile on LinkedIn. Some of that other information on this slide is super powerful as well. 45% of the time they go to your website. So are you ready for this? Like when a potential client, a business or a person has a problem, almost half the time they look at your website. 3/4 of the time they look at you on LinkedIn. Here's a great kind of free opportunity for you to increase your presence on the market and really up your game in these two areas if you need to, and it makes it easier for them to hire you. So LinkedIn, super important. By doing this, and this is a kind of a small part of the larger coaching sessions that I do, getting active on LinkedIn is part of our session on curating and building referral networks. So we go over this, and it's part of these 5 coaching sessions that are on my website. I'm not trying to get too salesy here, but I just want to share with you the importance of LinkedIn as it folds into the other things that you see there. The introduction, using a business plan, client outreach, building and curating referral networks, and getting this to where you can keep this your business development kind of machine going in a 15-minute a week session with yourself. So part of what I do is working with you on making sure that your LinkedIn is at least I don't want to say the bare minimum, at least is your bio over onto LinkedIn. Make it easy for people to see you. Again, business development is a series of little small actions that you do, and it's little small wins. Like, say, on this topic, I didn't have my photo up on my LinkedIn profile. So this afternoon I went and put that on there. That's a small win, right? That's a small action with a small win. It creates more interest, it increases your activities, it lessens your procrastination. Say you spend a little bit more time and make your LinkedIn a little bit better. It's going to be really rare that you ask a new client, hey, how did you find out about me? And they say, you know what, it was on LinkedIn. But it's part of the bundle of the things that they do when they're looking at you. So this session is how crucial is LinkedIn to you for potential clients? It's pretty darn important, but it's part of a larger picture, which is really just a lot of small actions. Don't get overwhelmed that it's kind of an all or nothing type of thing. Hope this was helpful. If so, like this YouTube video, subscribe to my channel. I'm dropping new content regularly. Down below is that link to the, or soon to be that link to the free ebook. Really, it covers so much on helping you on how to help you grow your legal practice. Look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks so much.